Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Survival Minecraft. And here we are today starting over by Fort Foxy, and we are trying out by riding a horse today. There's a number of horses on this side of my world, and I thought as I'm inviting people in, I might want to give them kind of a fun way to get around my world, and I thought, hey, why not horses? So I'm trying a few of them out, and this one is a really nice looking horse. If you take a look, nice brown color and everything, but not really so fast. My horse back at my beach house is much faster than this one, so I may want, oh, look at that, we've got another one right over there. Maybe this guy's a little faster. I think down here in Fort Foxy, I have some saddles. We got stuff here. We've got no. Aha, saddles. Yes. Let's tame this other horse, which looks almost exactly the same as the other one. Let's see if we can't tame this horse and see if it's any faster. Okay, there we go. I feel like it might be a little bit faster. I think it's got some good speed. This one may actually be good. We may be able to try to breed some of these other horses together and see if I can't even make another faster one. I've got them all together here in this pen, and I do have a nice little baby horse over here. I've started to do a little bit of breeding. So we'll leave the horses behind for now. We might get into a little more horse breeding, and I do actually have some ideas for things I want to do with these horses coming down the road. So stay tuned. We're going to do more with them as we go along. Last episode, we did build this mobile flying RV being delivered by this Skylift helicopter over here, which is my little home away from home, my mobile base of operations, literally. And we have my warehouse over here where I'm going to be storing all of the materials that I'm going to be using for this season's build and other things to come when I invite other people to come join my world. And that's another thing that I was just thinking about. I keep saying the GamerFox world, my world, but if I'm going to be opening this up and inviting other people in, I'm going to have to kind of change that direction. This can't be my world anymore. It's going to have to be a world for many people if I want to turn it into an SMP. So I'm going to give it a little bit of thought. I'm not going to want to call this the GamerFox world or anything like that. We might want to come up with another name. So if you actually have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts. I'm going to be thinking about it a little bit myself, but by the end of this season, I want to have a new name for this world. So if you have any ideas, shoot them at me. I'm interested to hear them. But first, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and go ahead and leave a like on it for me. And if you have a comment or a question, please be sure to leave it in the comments below. And if you're one of the many people who are not yet a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's fast, it's free, and it helps me bring you more great content just like this. And I would really appreciate it. All that said, now what are we going to be working on in today's episode? Well, let's go take a quick look. In addition to the pathing and the landscaping work that I've been doing over here, one of the other things that I've been doing is starting to prepare this area over here. And this is going to be the site of one of our builds for today. Today we are going to be working on something pretty cool. We're going to be building a PvP arena in this area. It's definitely going to be an area that I think is going to be really fun to invite people in, have them come do some PvP, either individually or like team-based events or stuff like that. So right here is where we're going to be doing build number 1 for today. The other thing we're going to be doing is up over here. I've started to clean this area out up here. And as you can see, yeah, I've started to grow some trees over here. Essentially, what I've been doing is starting to clear this area out. As you can see, I have some wool laid down here. This is the wool border that makes up the exterior kind of border line for what I want to be that central gaming plaza. You can see it goes out over there. We've got another stretch going out over here. This will give you a little bit better of a vantage point. You can see the border line going along here. Like I said, I kind of mapped out with some gray wool what I expect the extent of this to be, and you can see it going out here, but everything inside of here is what we need to clear out today. Thinking about the work that I need to do in here, I thought me going through and chopping down all the trees and digging the dirt and mining the stone was just going to take a really long time. So I thought of actually a more efficient and fun way that we can actually clear this all out today, and we're going to do that in today's episode as well. So as always, we've got lots to do and not a ton of time to do it. Let's get over to the arena build site and let's get the arena build put together. All right, we're done with building in the arena. As you can see, we have a nice arena put together. Look at this place. Isn't this so cool? The one issue I'm having, because I haven't completely finished everything on the inside, is I'm getting a lot of, I'm getting a lot of mobs in here. Yep, there's another one. But anyway, let's go take a look at this from the outside. Here is a view of the exterior of the arena, and yeah, I really like this. I'm really happy with how this came out. Look at it with the copper and the good mix of deep slate, and we've got stone and black stone and all that other stuff. I'm really happy with how this came out. I think it looks really nice. I'm going to go through and I'm going to light up some more of the interior because I think, yeah, look at that. We've got more mobs already generating inside there. We're going to have like Mob City in there if I don't do that. So I'm going to clean out the mobs and I'm going to light everything up and I'm going to do the decorative finishes on this. And we'll come back when we're done and we'll take one final look and we'll do a full walkthrough of the arena after that. Okay, I have finished with the final details and everything else for the arena, and now take a look at it. Oh yeah, I like the way this entrance looks. I think this is so cool. I did a little bit of fire up there and I kind of decorated the towers and I got some banners up and I added some more fire and lighting here, and we do have more copper flashing around the outside of the whole arena, which I like. I think it really makes it look very nice. As we enter the arena, I have lit up and put lots of lighting on the interior of the back hallways here because, like I said, there were so many mobs spawning in here. It was absolutely ridiculous. So I've added tons of lighting and I've added some more decorative details around here. If we go around the back to the other side, I have started to put a little bit of storage in here. I added some chests and I have started to add some armor stands because I thought like what I could do in the back here is I could have an area where this side could be armor and shielding and things like that, and this side over here could be weapons. We can have swords and axes and bows and arrows and stuff like that could be over here, and this is where people can gear up before a PvP match. Now there's lots of stairs. There's 4 of these stairwells throughout the entire arena, which takes you up into the viewing area and the stands, and I like this. And you can go all the way up to the higher level of the grandstands as well, so you get a great view up here of the entire arena and all the matches that might be taking place. Look at this view. Over here, what I like is I have kind of like a game master chair. So this is kind of like the place where somebody who's presiding over the games and the matches could sit. I mean, look at this. Well, I mean, I can't sit on it right now, but you can have somebody who could be watching over the matches and everything could sit right here. And I also have some like barrels and chests and stuff like that in an ender chest. So there could be some prizes that could go in those chests. You can walk through and go from one side of this entrance to the other. And then you have these other stairwells that you can go down to these lower viewing areas right here if you want to get a lower view, and then you can go down and leave the arena through these different areas. And if we go over here by the Ravager barn, I wanted this to appear, oh yeah, nice, very nice. I wanted this as you're coming past like the Ravager barn and you're coming over these bridges and you're heading into the gaming area. I really wanted the arena to be kind of the showpiece, like the first thing that you see as you're coming in here, and that looks great. So this is it. The arena is done. I'm really excited about it. I'm so happy with the way it came out. I'm so happy with I'm very excited about this. It's funny to get kind of giddy about builds that you make in Minecraft and stuff like that, but I'm really proud of this one and I'm really happy with the way it came out. It's now time to turn our attention to over here and to get started on what we're going to do to prepare for building the gaming plaza. So let's go up on the hill over here. We've got a lot of work now to do cleaning this whole area out. So one of the first things I'm going to do is get rid of all these trees, and I'm actually going to farm all this podzol. There's a number of animals and stuff in here that I'm going to want to clean out and just make sure this area is prepped. And then I have a special way that we're going to be cleaning this whole area out up over here. So let me get a special box over here and I'll show you what we're going to do. So to help me clean that area out the most efficiently that I can and not take a ton of time and not destroy all my tools, I've decided to combine 2 things within Minecraft that'll help accomplish this. We're going to use a flying TnT duping machine. So let's start putting one together and I'll demonstrate. Okay, I gummed it up a little bit, but if I place a block in front of this observer, it should now start going, and there you go. You have the concept of the blocks moving, and if I put another obsidian right here, Get rid of that block. And I go over here and I were to get rid of this obsidian now. This will go, and it'll actually even take that other temporary block with it, and it goes back. So that's the concept of the flying machine. So we're going to pair the flying machine with another concept in Minecraft, essentially a TnT duping mechanism. So we put them together like this. You have a sticky piston and you have an L connected to another L right here. Then we add a TnT and a coral fan here, and then we also place a fence right here. The next thing that we need is we need a detector rail and a minecart. We need a temporary block right here, and I will put a piston right there. Now I'll replace this temporary block with a redstone block of redstone, and that will move that. Okay, good. So now that's all in place. All right, that's all there. And the TnT dupe. Oh no! Well, okay. A little bit of a mishap. Okay, let's rebuild this. Okay, so we've got the mechanism put back together. We have a TnT, we have our minecart and our detector rail, which is hot up there. It is ready to go. If we go ahead and we place a lever back behind this block right here, we should be able to activate the mechanism. And there it is. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Oh. Oh boy. Oh, and no. Oh, oh. Oh no. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, working with TnT is a very, I mean, it's a delicate process. This stuff is crazy. You got to be very, very careful when you're working with TnT. As you can see, that actually blew up my shulker box and all my other stuff too. I actually lost a bunch of items in that explosion. That was pretty bad. So when I hit this lever this time, there shouldn't be anything that it should fall onto. It should fall down into the water and explode. And there it goes. And oh, I forgot the, no, oh. Oh man, oh no. Third time's the charm, right? This is the time it's gonna work. So why that happened, why the minecart went flying off of there was, I forgot you have to put a fence right in front of there to keep the minecart from getting pushed off. So I forgot the fence. That's why it went flying off. So if I hit the button this time, we hit the lever, there we go. And now the TnT goes. And you can do this as many times as you want. So if I wanted to do a whole bunch of TnT like that, and there they go, and they explode. So that is a great mechanism. You have literally unlimited one TnT here, and you have like literally unlimited TnT. So that's the concept. We're going to put a flying machine together with a TnT duper and kind of cross our fingers and hope for the best, I think. We'll have to see how that goes. So I'm going to go around, I'm going to do the cleanup operations, and I'm going to get this whole area prepped and ready, and I'm going to come back when we're ready to begin carpet bombing operations. Okay, so we've gone ahead and done all the cleanup over here. As you can see, the trees are all taken down. I did clean up all that podzol that was over there, collected all my shulkers and chests and everything like that, and got everything moved back over to the warehouse. And I went around and I did clean out all the water sources that I could find in this area, because those will be a detriment when I'm trying to use the TnT duping. There were a number of animals that I didn't want to see get carpet bombed. I might have taken out a few chickens and cows and stuff like that for food, but there were horses, there were wolves over there, so I decided to tame myself a couple of wolves for this area over here, and I got some horses over here as well, and there were some other wild wolves that I have not tamed yet that I brought over here, and I did tame myself. I got a new friend of a horse here. This guy is a little bit faster than the one that we were riding before, and I've been using him to kind of get around and work around this area as I've been cleaning everything up. So the next thing that I need to do to get all prepped and ready to go for the TnT bombing is, first and foremost, I need to repair my tools. I mean, look at these things. These are almost down to like the very bottom. I've got to get those fixed and repaired. So I'm going to make a trip to the end in my Enderman farm to go repair all my tools, and I'm also going to come back and set up the scaffold from where we're going to start our TnT bombing. So I'm going to do just a little more off camera. We'll be right back when we're ready to get going with the TnT bombing. We're set up in the sky over here, and this is about to be the moment of truth over here. This is either going to work or this is going to be a complete catastrophe. So here we go. We've got the flying machine / bomber mechanism all set up over here. I think the next big thing to do is we're going to go and we're going to set this thing off and on its way, and we're going to break this block, and away it should go. And there we go. The bombing has officially begun. Wow, that's really loud. Oh my goodness. Woo! I wonder if it'd be too laggy if I had multiple of those going at the same time. But there it goes. Yay! We're getting it done. And I'm not exactly sure what just happened, but as the TnT machine, as the flying machine went out of render distance, it looks like it might have actually come apart over here. Oh my goodness, this is really weird. It looks like the TnT machine either, you know what? Oh no, I bet I know what happened. Yeah, so it turns out those trees were a little low right there, and it looks like that the bomber, it looks like some of the bombs hit very, very close to under the bomber and blew it up. So I might have to take a look and make sure there aren't any trees at this level that might blow up the TnT bomber. But if I go back over this path again, I think we should be okay next time. There's always something when you involve TnT, and it's never a smooth operation, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put together a new flying bomber, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start doing the bombing for this whole area over here. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to do everything over here, and I'm going to go a little further out past the warehouse as well, and maybe come to what I think the center point is right here in the middle, and then maybe we'll stop and we'll check progress. So anyway, going to jump into a time lapse, and it's time to do some time lapse bombing. Here we go. All right, we are halfway through the bombing, and wow, look at this. That is a huge difference. This is what we started with and what we still have to get rid of over here, and this is what it looks like afterwards. And it's been really funny to actually watch as I've been going along. I know there's been animals that have died in here. I can see right over there, there's a llama. I think there was a wandering trader that might have been caught in the path of destruction. It's constant all the way over here, just tons and tons of destruction. And like I said, I have also been cleaning this area out over here. Oh, there's another llama. Oh, there's actually a wandering trader in the midst of all the destruction. That's pretty funny. But back over here, I do have an idea for another build that I want to make. So I wanted to get this area kind of cleaned out and flattened as well. So I'm going to be working on this area as well as the main area for the plaza. So we're going to go back. We've had a bunch of different kinds of mishaps and stuff like that that have occurred. So we're going to try and make the level high enough so these couple of trees and things over here that are kind of elevated compared to what I was dealing with over here don't mess us up and blow my bomber up anymore. So anyway, I'm going to jump into one more time lapse. We're going to finish off the other side. This is the north side of the circle over here. We're going to bomb this out and we'll come back when we're all done. We have completely TNT bombed the entire area that I want to be the gaming plaza, which is this whole area. Basically, that's all destroyed stone and a little bit over there as well. And I must say that I think the second half went a lot better than the first half. Much less incidents and got everything kind of done very, very well. I know this looks like a complete disaster and you've got to be saying like, what the heck can you be planning to be putting in here when it looks like this? This is not what it's going to look like when we're done. This is really what we need to do. We need to get rid of all the trees and all the dirt, and we need to get down to an appropriate level. It's not uniform when you do the TNT bombing, but it's close enough. It's going to be good enough for what I need to do. So I'm going to get all of this stuff cleaned up, and we'll get down there, and we're going to start making some progress on leveling this out. We're going to flatten this all out. We're going to set one consistent level, and then we're going to get ready to start building. So let me clean this all up, and we're going to get started down below. And here we are with a little bit more of a flat area. Now this is what I was talking about, what I really want here. You can see the wanton destruction still out there on the distance, but this is now, I've started to kind of uniform this out and lay down some stone, kind of smooth this out, and then I'm also kind of backfilling over here with a layer of grass. I've taken the hills down that were here. The hill level was kind of more up in that area right there. I've kind of flattened this out to what I think is going to be a little more the level that I'm going to kind of want to meet the arena at over there, and I've started to get that all done. But this gives you a much better idea of what I plan to do here. We're going to have a flat level of stone, and then it's going to be covered by a layer of grass, and we're going to be building on top of that. So one question you might be asking, and maybe appropriately so, is do I plan on actually filling in and, you know, putting blocks into all these spaces here as I'm getting this done? And the answer is no. I'm just literally building a layer on top of everything. And if we go down here, you can see I'm just kind of building over the chasms and the spaces that are down here right now. If there's any materials that are above this layer, I'm taking them down and I'm using them to build this stone layer. But otherwise, if there's super gaps of like many blocks, I'm literally just building over that right now. All right, I came over to my RV to get some food, and oh, hello, me. I don't know if I showed this on camera. I actually put my head in here so people know this is my RV, and I also created these fox banners, which I put on the side to just designate this is my RV. I actually put some of those up in the arena as well. But now that we're over here, I want to go into the warehouse real quick and show something off in there. Now, I'd said when I built the warehouse, I really didn't have any idea what I wanted to do in these upper floors, so I actually decided to take advantage of the room up here and create myself a sort of super smelting station. I've got a ton of cobblestone that I've been gathering from the blast site out there, and I need regular smooth stone. I want to put a layer of stone under everything, so I've actually been using this super smelter to make myself smooth stone over here. I've got tons tons of cobble resources. I don't have anything in there right now. And I have lots of coal too. I need to get some of the coal that I've collected, and I'm going to use this mechanism to basically smelt myself a whole bunch of smooth stone that I'm going to be using in the build. So I'm going to do a little more work here. I'm going to try to make a little more progress, and then we're going to come back and wrap up for this episode right after that. All right, and here we go. We've made a little more progress. I mean, it's not terribly significant, but we've made a good amount of more progress. We got more stone laid down. I got a little more grass laid out right here, right now. And we've kind of been moving a little more towards the southern end of what will be the plaza over here, setting everything out. So what I want to do and how I want to start is I think I want to work in a counterclockwise motion from the west gate right here down across this way and over to the south gate, and then continue that way around counterclockwise until we come all the way back around to the west gate. This is several hours worth of work right here, and I've only made this much progress so far. So I've got a lot more work to be doing over here until I get this completely finished. So I'm going to keep working that way and get myself this area finished over here and get that all done. And I think that's going to start to wrap it up for us today with this episode. We've done, look at all of this destruction. We've done a lot of bombing, and we did a lot of building with the arena. So I think we have absolutely earned the name of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the build of the arena, and I'm really curious about your thoughts and your feedback on it. What do you think about it? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it's going to be a great place to invite people over and do some PvP and some matches and things like that? I really want to hear your thoughts and feedback. Let me know in the comments below. I'm also very curious in your thoughts and your ideas on what we can name this world other than my world or the GamerFox world. If we want it to be a SMP for other people, I'm very curious of your thoughts and your ideas for a name. I have a couple myself, but please, if you have an idea, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. We've done a significant amount of work over here for today. I think I'm done with placing stone and things like that for right now. I'm going to switch gears, and I'm going to take these horses over here, and I'm going to start to move them on their way towards spawn, because I have ideas for what I want to do with them starting in the next episode. I thank you for watching this video. I do appreciate it, and I hope you stay safe and you're well, and I'll see you again very, very soon for the next GamerFox video. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon.